I love to fix it, fix it. I love to fix it, fix it. Take it apart and fix it. Okay, this is not for everybody, I understand. But, number one, I'm cheap as all get out. So if I don't have to buy something I already have, just because the thing I already have broke, I'll try to fix it. So the wok was wonky. It was wonky. And the little slide thingy over here was all jacked up. It just wouldn't slide. It wouldn't regulate the heat. Full disclosure, I already did this. I am going to do it again to show you that there's nothing to be afraid of to take your crap apart. First of all, it's already freaking broken. So how much worse could you possibly break it, right? That's kind of what I was thinking. Plus, when I went online, and I'm certainly not above going to Amazon and being like, $20? Yeah, I'll get another one of those instead of spending all that time. Oh my God, an electric wok is like a lot, like $50-$60. All right, it's worth my hour to try and figure out if I can fix this stupid thing. All right, we got this. Okay, you ready? And I've been having trouble with my camera, so hopefully I'm doing this right. All right, start with taking a look at how it's put together, okay? We got these nuts here, right? And then a nut here. So I figured, okay, well, how hard can that be? Take that off, right? Have a screwdriver, or I'm a big little plier fan. Okay, so then what I did is I popped this off. Again, how much trouble can you possibly get into just taking this stuff apart? First of all, take it apart, you'll see how they put it together, right? And then you might be able to really figure it out. Now, I did think to myself, oh boy, I'm a little over my skis here because I don't really understand what all this is. But I dug in, okay? I don't know if what I did is ever going to last. But what was happening was this piece here was bent right there. And so it wasn't holding on to I could see that when I first opened it up. I took the whole entire thing apart, all the screws, put nuts and put all the stuff, and then I started moving this. And then I got my mineral oil out because I could see like it wasn't sliding. This was not turning. This was slipping off of here because this piece wasn't turning. Okay, again, how much more could I break it? Took everything apart. It was only like 4 pieces. I took these screws. I'm not going to do it again because I really am like a little nervous. Plus, it's kind of hot. I took these off, took this little faceplate off, and I looked around. And again, this thing, these 2 little tines were like spread apart. So it wasn't doing anything. But when I took my pliers, this thing wasn't moving either. And you could see that that's how it all sort of went. My mineral oil. I just dabbed it on there because I know it's going to heat up. It's probably going to smoke a little until it's figured itself out. And again, how much worse could it be? So that's what I did. I still couldn't quite figure out what was going on with this because, again, these were out like this. So I pushed them. I could see there was a little groove right here, okay? So I pushed them together so the groove fit where clearly it went, okay? Then I pushed them together. Now, because of the mineral oil and because this is now on there, my heating element is able to be adjusted, which was really the issue. These had to be taken off, right? Everything had to be taken off. And God bless, we have iPhones. Record yourself of what you're doing or take pictures as you go along so you don't forget anything. Because quite honestly, the first time I put it back together, this guy was over here somewhere and I didn't realize I was missing him. So I had to go back and do it. Again, you got this. Or not. Again, if I have to make my stir fry in a skillet, I'm going to have to do it. Because I sure as hell I'm not paying $60 for another freaking skillet that is from the 80s. Love Pete. This thing owes me nothing. Okay, so now we knew it worked, right? And then it's a matter of putting everything back from whence it came, which was not difficult. You know, make sure all your little things are like notched out and done. And I'm probably putting that on the wrong way. Again, see, it was. Just turn it around. See, need a little groovy there. Put your little nuts back on. Little nut locks. And that's kind of it. I was so stinking flippin' excited to plug it back in. Oh, don't forget to unplug your stuff. I'm not an electrician. I'm not. But again, how bad could I have possibly made it? It didn't work to begin with. All right. All my nuts are back in place, and I probably won't tighten those a whole lot more, just because they're tight enough by hand. All right. I flipped her over, and I plugged her in. And I'm going to be honest, I don't know if you can hear it, but there's like this little like, and I was like, oh, I don't know if I did that right. But then I put my hand on it, I'm like, oh my God, it's heating up. All right, well, I don't want to heat it with nothing in it. So I grabbed a bowl or cup or something, and I put just like a little bit of water in it, right? So it's a little water in there, so it's heating something, right? And I waited. I'm going to turn it up. See, this was not working before, right? It was all wonky and coming off and whatever. Do you see the steam? Oh, my water's starting to boil. Oh my God. Freaking fixed it. Woo-hoo! My wok lives to make another meal. Look, look. Yes, there's very few things that are more satisfying than that. And by the way, could not find a YouTube video anywhere because I'm not above that either. Like, somebody on YouTube's had to have done this. No, apparently I'm the only one. And there was no instruction manual. None. I mean, like, whatever. So I was flying blind. Usually, you can look for an instruction manual, or you can see somebody else on YouTube. God knows, we've fixed cars and garage doors and like via YouTube. Okay. Well, that was exciting. Thanks for coming with me. And I'm going to make some Chinese food now. Bye.